When I was about 13 years old, one day I found myself wanting to go to the mall and buy some new clothes, but there was a big problem. A really big problem. And that was the fact that I was super duper broke. I didn't have a single penny to my name. And I couldn't really go to my parents and ask them for money because I just knew that they didn't have it to give me. They would if they had it, but they just didn't. And there really wasn't many options for me. I was gonna either not go to the mall, which at the time was the end of the world, or I could get resourceful and figure out how I could make myself some money. So I don't even know how the idea came to me because this is back in the day, y'all. This wasn't, YouTube era where everybody is sharing these different money-making ideas. I got the idea that I was going to post the stuff that we had lying around the house on Craigslist. So the things that I did next still amaze me to this day. I took out my digital camera, which was actually like a free digital camera that they would give you from the school fundraiser. And I took a photo of some items. I uploaded it to Craigslist, made a quick description, and I posted it. And what happened next was actually really surprising. Someone got in touch with me about the items that I posted. And I pretended to be my dad when I emailed them. I told them all about the stuff and answered their questions, and we even haggled on price. And at a certain point, they'd say, okay, let's go ahead and do this. So we set up a time and a place to meet, and I couldn't drive, I was 13. So I went to my dad and I said, hey, Daddy, we're about to sell that scooter that was just sort of sitting around. We need to go to the Walmart Plaza. So my dad drove me to the Walmart Plaza. We met up with the stranger from Craigslist who wanted to buy the scooter, and we gave them the scooter, they gave us the money, and I was able to buy all the clothes that I wanted. Not all the clothes that I wanted, but quite a few of them. And I was on to my side hustle that I ended up doing for I don't know however long, but I did it for a while and multiple times after that. And it was really cool. It was actually really smart of me. When I think about that, I'm like, wow, I actually did that. And I know that I've heard this idea around. I've seen other people talk about this on Facebook Marketplace or talk about doing this on Craigslist. But this was before YouTube, so no one gave me this idea, it just sort of came to me. So I am no stranger to needing to make money as a teen and actually doing it, and that is why I'm making this video to share with all of the teens and parents of teens the ways that you can make money from your home. And these are different ideas. You might like some, you might not like some, but it's just to get you thinking. Because like I said, back when I did this, there was no one really talking about how you can make money as a broke teen. But now there's a lot of YouTube videos about it, and I wanted to put my 2 cents in because I'm one of the OGs doing this, arbitrage idea that a lot of people talk about. I found items that were just lying around and I sold them. So I'm gonna share with you all 10 ways that you can make money from home as a teen. And these are 10 ways that are legit. You can actually make quite a bit of money. And if you are broke, you definitely want to stay tuned. But before I get into all of that good info, if you haven't already, now's the time to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so that you can stay up to date on the latest work from home opportunities, ways that you can make money, and just really great information on making a living from your home or wherever you happen to be. You just don't want to go into a job or a office. If that sounds like stuff you're into, then you definitely want to hit subscribe and tap the bell. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. The first way you can make money as a broke teen and maybe you guessed it, is by selling items on Craigslist, and then there's also Facebook Marketplace. At the time when I did my Craigslist flipping, Facebook Marketplace was about 10 years from existing. So I did this way back in the day. Yes, I'm old, but it's okay. You can do this on either platform. Now, I want to preface this by saying you need to have your parent or parents in the loop. All of these things you need to check with a parent, okay? You don't want to start meeting up with strangers. That's super duper dangerous. There are a lot of sketchy people out in this world, and they do not have good intentions for you. So do not even consider doing this by yourself. Like I said, I got my dad to go with me. You want to have a parent go with you. Don't just get like an older sibling or someone. You need to have a parent with you, okay? And I know now that they recommend when you do like in-person deals to meet in front of a police precinct. So if you're going to do this Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace idea where you flip items, I highly recommend meet in front of a police precinct. That will help you be safer. It's in front of the police department. Like, you can't get any more safe than that. You know, people are gonna be crazy, but you'll weed out a lot of the crazies by suggesting to meet there. And I will say, even though there's a lot of bad press about Craigslist and stuff in the news, most people are really just looking to get a good deal. You know, like they just want to get a good deal. They want their item. They want to keep it pushing. So that's something to also consider. Now, if you're asking yourself, well, where will I get these items to sell? Like maybe you don't have a, super cluttered back room like I did. Like the stuff that I was selling was actually my brother's stuff. They would come home from college for the summer. They would dump all their stuff and then they'd leave it and go back to school. So I was selling my brother's items. But if you don't have stuff around your house to sell, you can actually get these items from yard sales, from thrift shops, secondhand stores. There are a lot of really nice items that you can get from those locations. Like using myself, for example, I know when I moved, there were quite a few things that I just did not feel like lugging from one place to the next. So there were things that I donated that were unopened, things that were barely used in mint condition that were worth quite a bit, but I just didn't feel like going through the trouble of selling them. There are people who think the same way and do the same things that I do. So you can go to Goodwill, that's a place that's pretty much everywhere, and find items to then flip on Craigslist and or Facebook Marketplace. So that's definitely something you want to do. But again, make sure you have a parent with you and your parent's permission before you do any of this to make sure that you are safe. The second way on this list that I'm going to share with you that you can make money as a broke teenager is by selling items on Etsy. Now, if you're not familiar with Etsy, it is an online platform where creatives go to sell their one-of-a-kind creations. And in fact, I am a lover of Etsy. I have bought multiple things on Etsy. I actually used Etsy when I was planning my wedding to find some one-of-a-kind type wedding things, and I just love that website. And they are actually running commercials now. I've seen their commercial multiple times. It's a really big platform. It's very reputable. And if you're thinking, well, what would I put on Etsy? Anything, like any type of creation, any type of craft that you make. So maybe you're good at sewing or making bracelets, or you don't even have an idea. Well, you can just go to YouTube and type in DIY projects and you can come up with project ideas that way. And there's someone who is willing to purchase it for you. And you can make quite a bit of money because you can sell your one-of-a-kind creations for however much you want to sell them for. So you can definitely make money on Etsy as a teenager. The third way that you can make money as a broke teenager is by creating and selling digital courses. Now, if you're not familiar with what a digital course is, it is basically where you create a series of videos teaching about a specific topic, and then you package up those videos in the form of a cohesive course. So if someone doesn't know something by the time they finish watching your digital course, they are now very knowledgeable about that topic. And there are a couple of websites that I recommend, and there's one that I would start with. So there's two websites that are very popular for hosting digital courses, and they are completely free, and that is Udemy, and the other one is Teachable. Now, I have experience using both of these because I've created multiple digital courses. In fact, I actively sell all of the digital courses that I've created. I've created an SAT course series, and that was from my days of being an online tutor. And I also have courses about finding and landing online jobs, creating online resumes and cover letters. And these are courses that I created, and it was super easy. Now, going back to the two websites that I recommend, Udemy and Teachable. So I'm gonna start with Teachable because the one that I really wanna recommend to you is Udemy. So Teachable is a free online course platform. They do have paid versions of the site, but you can actually sign up and create your course and start selling it for free on Teachable. But the thing about Teachable is when you create your course on Teachable, they don't help you let other people know about it. So if you are brand new to a certain topic and people don't really know you for that topic, they wouldn't really know to go buy your course. You'd have to do all of the legwork of telling people about your course, basically marketing your course so that you can make sales. But it is totally possible. It's something that people do all the time, and you can use Teachable. Now, the other website that I personally recommend if you are a teen is Udemy. Now, the reason why I recommend Udemy is it's also free. You can create a course on Udemy and you can start selling it on Udemy. But the good thing about Udemy is if you don't know who you would sell your course to, Udemy takes care of that because they help you sell your course. So Udemy is always running ads and promotions on your course to entice people to purchase it. And when I first started making digital courses, I was super brand new to the entire thing. I didn't even know if my course was any good because I'd only maybe taken about a couple of digital courses at that time. But I just went ahead, made a course, and to my delight, Udemy started selling my course for me. So I would wake up with notifications saying someone bought your course. This is how much you made. Now, the only downside to using Udemy versus Teachable is when you sell on Teachable, you make more money because Teachable takes a smaller percentage. But on Udemy, since they are doing most of the legwork to get your course out there, they are going to take a sizable chunk of your profits, but at the same time, it's a sale that you wouldn't have made anyway. So it really kind of works out. But those are the two platforms that I recommend for creating a digital course. And if you're not sure what you would make a digital course in, just think about a topic that you know quite a bit about. And there are always avenues to learn about different topics because you have the internet. So you can actually research like popular course topics, or you can even research like popular search terms, and then you can build a course around those popular search terms, and that's how you know you'll be able to make a course that is going to sell. So there's a lot of different ways that you can come up with course ideas, whether you have one that you want to just, genuinely make, or if you do some research to find out what is it that people want to learn. But definitely making digital courses is one of the best ways to make money as a broke teen. The fourth way that you can make money as a broke teenager is by doing managed social media services for companies and entrepreneurs. Now, if that's kind of sounding really fancy, basically you are just doing what you already do for free, but you're going to get paid for it because you will be posting on companies' pages like Facebook and Instagram. You'll be doing that for them. And this is something that business owners know that they need to be doing, but they aren't doing. So there's a lot of business owners who are older, they are really busy, they don't really understand social media, and they know that it's important, but they just haven't gotten there yet. And you are that person who's going to help them. So you could ask your dentist, you could ask the local places in your area, you can present yourself really professionally, and you can show them how you would actually do that. You can, come up with a schedule that you would propose, and you could just explain how social media is the way people are finding out about companies, and you can negotiate a price with them, and you basically would be getting yourself a job by offering the service that companies know that they need. And you can make a lot of money doing this because there are a lot of local consultants who do this and they make a ton of money at it. So you can be that internet savvy teen who goes into the businesses and helps them out. And there are plenty of companies who want this service, and you can be the one to fulfill it. The fifth way that you can make money as a broke teenager is by starting a YouTube channel. Now, you can make a lot of money from YouTube, and it's actually kind of easy to start making money on YouTube because there's a lot of videos about how you can meet the requirements and like strategies that you can do. There's whole channels that are dedicated to helping people get started with their YouTube channel and making it successful. And YouTube is what I recommend because it has like a very formulaic way of starting to make money. The requirements are that you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 hours of watch time on your videos. So you can make videos every day if that's what you're able to do, and you can build up your subscribers really quickly and get those watch time hours, and you can make your videos longer, but of course you want to make them entertaining and interesting for people to watch in order for them to stick around longer. But there's a lot of different strategies that you can get to that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time really quickly. And once you get there, you will start making money from your videos because YouTube will start running ads on your video. And the YouTube partner program, like the ad program that they have, YouTube gets half of the money that ads spend to run their ads on your video, and then you get the other half. So that money really adds up, and especially as your channel grows, that money just increases. And you can make videos about whatever topic you're passionate about. If you are into dance, you could, use your YouTube channel to, document your dancing and your improvement. Or if you're someone who is really academic focused, you can talk about like how you study for tests, or, this is what you learned, and you can like show people how to do certain types of like academic stuff. Like if you're really good at math, you can share how to do certain math problems, or like what you're doing to prep for the SAT. I don't know, there's so many ideas out there for starting a YouTube channel. And I personally recommend, trying to do something where you teach people something, because that makes people watch longer, and it just helps you build your audience faster because people love learning things. So you could do an entertainment channel, you could do pranks and vlogs, you could definitely do that. But if you're not really like a comical type person, then there is something that I know that that you're able to teach in your YouTube videos. And that is a way that you can start getting that 4,000 hours of watch time and building up your subscribers. But YouTube is a very, very lucrative way to make money as a teen. And there are people who are making quite a bit of money, and that could be you too. The sixth way that you can make money as a broke teen is by taking online surveys. Now, I will tell you that online surveys don't really pay a whole lot of money, but if you're broke and you don't really have anything else to do, It's a very easy way to make money. All you have to do is sign up for one of the many different survey sites. There's like Survey Junkie, and there's a bunch of other ones too. I can't really recall, but I'll link some of them in the description box below. And you can just sign up and you take a quick quiz most of the time to basically like let them know like what you're interested in, the surveys that you would be good for. And then you would just start taking surveys, and you earn money every time you complete a survey. And once you get to a certain threshold, most sites, I think it's about 10 bucks, you can cash out. And it's not that difficult. You're just answering questions. It takes more time than anything. And that's how you can start making some money as a broke teenager, by taking surveys. Number 7 on this list of ways you can make money as a broke teen is by washing cars. This is something that is really easy to do. You can make quite a bit of money doing this, and you already have clients in your general area. You can ask your neighbors, you can ask the people who live down the street. Maybe if some of your friends live in the neighborhood, you can ask their parents if they need their car washed. Of course, you want to talk to your parents and let them know about this, just like with all of the things on this list. But this is a really easy way that you can start making money, because everyone needs their car washed, and they usually need their car washed like every week or two. And it usually costs at least 20 bucks to get your car washed. I know I never want to wash my car. I take it to a place down the street and they wash it, and I pay them about 20 bucks if I want to do the most basic car wash. So you could charge like 10 bucks or 15 bucks. Any amount of money that you shave off from the local car wash place in town is going to just make you even more appealing, because not only do they not have to go to the car wash place, they are going to save money by going with you. So you can definitely make a lot of money washing cars, and you don't even have to travel far, because you can do this for the people who live in your neighborhood, who you already know and who already trust you. So definitely try out car washing. Similar to tip number 7, tip number 8 is you can mow lawns. So the same people whose cars that you wash, you can also make them a really good package deal by saying, hey, I will mow your lawn and I will wash your car. And hey, I will walk your dog too while I'm at it. I'm kind of kidding, but actually that is a good idea. You can make a lot of money by doing even just one of those things, but mowing lawns is another thing that people pay a lot of money to have done. And grass grows every single day. So most people need their lawns mowed at least once a week. And you don't even have to have that many people's lawns that you mow, because most people need their lawns mowed like once a week. You can find 3 people in your neighborhood who you mow their lawns for, and you can charge them 20 bucks a mow, and that would be like 80 bucks every single month just from one lawn. And multiply that by 3 or 4 or 5, you can see how your money starts to really add up. So definitely try out lawn mowing, and I guess a bonus in there is dog walking as well. Number 9 on this list is you can create a Fiverr profile and you can become a Fiverr seller. And if you aren't familiar with Fiverr, Fiverr is a website where people who need digital things go and get them created. And I personally use Fiverr on a weekly basis for my business. So sometimes I need an image created, sometimes I need like a short video, or I need like thumbnail or something created, and I go to Fiverr to get that done pretty cheaply and quickly. And there's just about every digital service that you can think about on Fiverr. So maybe you're pretty good with graphic design, or maybe you're good at editing videos, or maybe you aren't good at any of those things. You could probably do an internet search, or you might be pretty good at organizing information on an Excel spreadsheet, like virtual assistant type task. You can create a profile on Fiverr and create your offers, and people will pay you for your expertise and your services. And I have purchased all of the things that I just mentioned on Fiverr multiple times each. So you can make a lot of money on Fiverr. You are able to start doing that even as a teen. And if you don't really feel confident in your skill set for certain things, there are tons of free YouTube tutorials that will teach you how to do those things well. So you don't really have to worry about like not knowing how to do stuff, because YouTube is the place to go to learn those skills, and then you can get on Fiverr and start making money off of those newfound skills that you've learned. So definitely get on Fiverr if you want to make some money from home as a broke teen. Last but certainly not least on this list, number 10 is be a tutor. Now, this is something that I have a lot of experience in because I was an online tutor for over 2 years. I taught just about every academic subject. I taught APs, I taught the SAT, ACT, and pretty much any standardized test you can think of. So I am very familiar with being a tutor. And if you're thinking like, wait, I can't do that, I don't really make that great of grades, you can still be a tutor, because chances are there's someone who you know who is younger than you who is learning stuff that you have already learned. And due to us being in the midst of a pandemic that is not going to go away anytime soon, a lot of students are doing home-based learning, and a lot of parents are concerned about their child's education because they're doing the home-based learning. A lot of students don't really get the attention that they need from doing the online schooling with their teachers. So parents are looking for ways to supplement their kids' education. And that's where you come in. Even though you're not that much older, that's actually one of the main reasons why you would be a perfect candidate to tutor their child, because a lot of times we learn better from people who are in our, same sort of like age range, people who we can relate to versus like an adult who, is kind of scary and intimidating. So you could talk to your parents' friends who may have children who are younger than you, or if you know people from school who are younger, like maybe your friends have younger siblings, you could ask their parents if their child needs tutoring, and they would still choose you over your friend, because a lot of times siblings don't really do well when trying to teach each other. So you can make a lot of money being a tutor, and you can do this virtually if you're concerned about distancing, and you can do this one-on-one through a platform called Zoom. That's how I did my tutoring sessions. I would meet one-on-one with my students on Zoom, and they would get the attention and the instruction that they needed, and we never had to see each other. And this was before the pandemic. So I did this for a long time on Zoom. People have been doing this on Zoom, and chances are you're already using Zoom for your education. So it really would be like seamless to start doing one-on-one tutorial sessions with people who you know that are younger than you. And you could just, teach one subject, or if you feel fancy and you're really smart, you could, tutor in other subjects, multiple subjects, and you could set your schedule and your price, and people will pay you for that, and you can make a lot of money that way. All right, there you have it. Those are 10 ways that you can make money from home as a broke teen. These are all really lucrative ways that you can start making some money for yourself. Some of these you can do at home. Some of these you might have to go outside for, but you don't have to get a job. You can make your own money, and basically these are like entrepreneurial type ideas. Like you can be your own boss, make as much as you want to make, because you are in control of that with these 10 different ways you can make money. So I want to hear from you now in the comment section below. I want to know which of these you are going to give a try, which ones stand out to you. And just remember, if you feel like you don't have the skills for these, do a YouTube search. There's like tutorials on all of these, and you don't have to worry about not knowing how to do these, because someone has made a video about how to accomplish all of these things that I mentioned. So definitely, don't feel intimidated, give something a try, and let me know in the comment section below what you're gonna try or what you're interested in. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.